Hollywood is not a town that very many people can call home. Most people come here from other places in order to pursue a dream. But today on Celebrity Soapbox, we'll hear from the rare few for whom the film industry is quite literally a family affair. Like the Wilsons, brothers Luke, Andrew, and Owen have shown up in one another's films over the years, and then last year, the whole lot of them showed up on one set to work on the Wendell Baker story. Here's how things went.
Yeah, my mom and Andrew and Owen and my dog brother played my dog, and my Uncle Joe was in it, and my godfather played a prison guard, and it was really fun. You know, I wish you could do. Yeah, I know. I wish you could do each one like that.
It was great working with Owen and Luke. I mean, they're both great actors and really funny guys, and you know, Owen's you just kind of have to turn the camera on, and Luke, you know, I directed it with Luke, and I'm not going to lie to you, there were a couple times that I yelled action at the exact same time Luke yelled cut, but we worked the kinks out.
It was great working. My mother was the still photographer on it, and my mother actually got she kind of caught a lot of flack because Luke and Andrew, I think, would get frustrated trying to make the day, and then my poor mother became sort of an easy sort of scapegoat for things like, Mom, you've got to stay out of the way more, and you're getting in the actor's eye line. So I think my mother was exhausted by the time the filming wrapped.
Andrew and Elizabeth Shue had very similar sentiments to share after their experience making Gracie, a film based on Elizabeth's life, co-starring her and her brother and directed by her husband.
People would probably not suggest that you work with family. I can see why. There's definitely a lot of fighting. But our family is a pretty communicative family too, so we talk through a lot of our issues, and the fighting became good creative conflict.
It's a unique project. I don't think there's many movies made by an entire family.
We couldn't feature superstar siblings without including the Afflecks. Casey and Ben haven't shared a lot of screen time, but it's clear how close the brothers have remained through their rise to fame.
It's been 23 years since we just realized Casey and I won an award on the same night. It was when we won trophies for our Little League team winning the baseball championship, and we had a banquet at the VFW Hall to accept our prize. So it's been a long time coming, this second occasion of it, and we're going to savor it tonight because next time I'll be 57. I don't know, most of Casey going around and
or just you by yourself?
Me by myself? He's making faces at me.
While the Afflecks had to learn the industry, celebrities like Jake Gyllenhaal and Gwyneth Paltrow already knew the industry, having grown up in households with parents who were well established. You can see a very young Jake here in the background as his mother and father give press interviews, taking notes that definitely paid off later in his career. Aside from the ability to recognize a good script, he most likely picked up a few other tricks from his parents, like how to effectively work with family.
I feel like everybody my age is like struggling with choices that they're making and how to make them and how to do them right. And I guess I had an upper hand in a lot of ways, that I've grown up in a family where people, you know, where a lot movies have been talked about a lot, so it's a language that I feel pretty fluent in. But you know, I feel like I'm being honored because I've been lucky that, you know, some of the choices I've made that have been sort of risky have paid off, and yeah, it's a nice feeling.
Being the director and being married to the writer-producer, right, were there changes that you wanted to make, and were those implemented smoothly with the script, or did you guys?
It was perfect. The script was perfect in every way, and we never fought during the entire movie.
One of the best things about being husband and wife is you don't have to be too polite. You can go right to, honey, I'm the only one who's going to tell you this.
What about being labeled as part of Hollywood royalty? Does that bother you, or do you like that? Do you embrace it?
I don't think in those terms at all. I think that we're working well, she is Hollywood royalty. But that means you would have to be.
I grew up in a theater watching my mother work, and on television sets watching my father work, and I knew that it was always something that I wanted to do. And it's always something that I've worked really diligently at. But to be recognized, you know, in this fashion is pretty profound. So I think my parents are I hope they get TNT in Vancouver. I don't know if they do, but if they do, I know they'll be proud knowing them. Well, my whole family, they're just incredibly loving, supportive people. And my father just loves me so unconditionally. And you know, you can go far when parents really love you. You know, and they were really great parents, and so you feel like you can take risks. You feel like you can do things that, you know, you feel like you can risk things and maybe fail because you have parents who love you no matter what.
What could be left? Are we proud? Yes.
What could be
Is she
left?
going to be spoiled? No. No. Did I think she would win? Yes. Yes, she's coming. Yes, she'll be here.
Now, you were a big inspiration to her as far as her training and her involvement in Shakespeare. I heard that you did some Shakespeare work.
Well, I was pregnant with her when I played Violet at Lincoln Center in Twelfth Night. And I was jumping around the stage. My mother said, "Be very careful. You may, have a miscarriage." I said, "This child's not going anywhere." So that's her first exposure to Shakespeare was then. 12th Night at Lincoln Center.
And then you did some Shakespeare work in the park with Kevin Kline?
Yes, Kevin Kline, years later, yes, but she was always around the Williamstown Theater Festival and saw great actors like Chris Walken and Diane Wiest and Olympia Dukakis, Chris Reeve. She saw all these people working all of her life in the summer.
Now, was she really interested in it? Could you tell at an early age that she
didn't
was...
talk about it that much, but she clearly is, just, I think saw so much of it. It's just sort of a second nature.
That's all she ever does is talk about it.
Oh.
Well,
It makes everybody cry. You know what I mean? She chokes everybody up, tears rolling down their face when she starts talking about it.
Well, we drove carpool. I mean, we made a genuine contribution.
So what was she interested in growing up if it wasn't in acting?
She did some acting. She liked to swim. She played volleyball.
She went to summer camp every summer.
Summer camp. She was in the theater thing at summer camp.
Reader, swimmer, yes.
Swimmer, reader, volleyball.
Was she a good kid? Did you have to reel her in the line a lot?
What do you think?
I think she was great.
I do too.
What do you think she's like in her future? What do you
Whatever she wants, I think.
I think she has the opportunity to do really great work going into the future, to work with the best actors and actresses and directors.
Very beautiful projects. She has great instincts.
She's a great artist.
This has been Celebrity Soapbox. I'm Angela Baki, and we'll see you next time.